Hi, and welcome to Scenario, your partner in mental wellness. Here on our channel, we share educational, insightful, and science-backed content to help you understand your mental health and take meaningful steps toward a more balanced life. If you're ready to learn, grow, and take control of your wellness journey, let's jump right in.
All right, let's talk about something we all know a little too well. Staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m. That struggle for a good night's sleep? Yeah, it's real. Today, we're going to dive into the world of natural sleep aids and see if maybe, just maybe, the answer to better rest is growing all around us.
I mean, it's no secret that in our crazy go, go, go world, our sleep is taking a serious hit. And when you sleep poorly, it messes with everything, your mood, your focus, even your blood pressure. So it's really no surprise that so many people are looking for gentler solutions, moving away from prescriptions and toward what nature has to offer.
And that leads us to the big question, right? Can these natural remedies actually deliver that deep, restful sleep we're all dreaming of? Well, let's find out.
Okay, so first things first, let's get into the why. What's the big appeal? Why are so many people drawn to these natural options instead of something a doctor might prescribe? Well, it really boils down to two different ways of thinking about it. On one hand, you've got natural aids, which are generally seen as working with your body, kind of nudging its own sleep rhythms in the right direction. Then you have pharmaceuticals. Now, they can be super effective, no doubt, but they can also come with that next-day grogginess or even a risk of dependency. It's a trade-off, and it's one a lot of people are thinking really hard about.
So with that in mind, let's meet some of the most popular players, the heavy hitters in the natural sleep aid world. First up is the one you've probably heard of a million times, melatonin. Now, here's the thing. Think of it less like a knockout pill and more like your body's own timekeeper. Your brain naturally produces it when it gets dark, and it's basically the signal that says, hey, it's time to start winding down. So the key takeaway here is that melatonin is really best for fixing timing issues. Think jet lag or trying to adjust to working the night shift. It's not really for when you're stressed out and can't sleep. And while it's generally safe for short-term use, some people do report side effects, like feeling drowsy the next day or even having some seriously vivid dreams. Next, let's talk about an old-school remedy, valerian root. This is an herb that people have been using for literally centuries to help with insomnia and anxiety. Its whole reputation is built on its power to calm you down. Now, I've got to be honest, the scientific research on valerian is a little, well, it's mixed. A lot of that is because studies use all different kinds of dosages and preparations, but some research does suggest it can help you fall asleep faster. And you'll often see it paired with hops, yep, like the stuff in beer, which also has relaxing properties to kind of boost that sedative effect. Just a heads up, it can sometimes cause a little digestive upset. Okay, from herbs to an essential mineral, magnesium. This one is all about relaxation. It helps calm your nervous system, it helps your muscles unwind, and you'll really notice the effects if you're someone who's actually deficient in it. And oh man, the list doesn't stop there. You've got things like lavender aromatherapy or passion flower supplements, which can be amazing for easing anxiety. CBD is getting super popular for promoting a sense of calm. You can even get help from something as simple as tart cherry juice. Believe it or not, it's a natural food source of melatonin. This chart is perfect for seeing how they all stack up. You can see right away melatonin is your go-to for timing issues, whereas magnesium might be better if stress is your problem and you're deficient. Each one has its own unique profile. It's really not about which one is best overall, but which one is best for your specific issue. Okay, everybody, lean in for this next part because this is incredibly important. We've talked about all the good stuff, but we have to tackle a huge misconception. Just because something is labeled natural does not automatically mean it's 100% safe or risk-free. And here is the absolute crucial point. The supplement industry is not held to the same strict, rigorous standards as the drug industry. So what does that mean for you? It means the bottle you pick up off the shelf might not have the dose it claims, or even worse, it could have things in it you don't want. The quality can be wildly inconsistent from one brand to the next. So how do you protect yourself? Well, there are a few key things you can do. First, look for seals on the bottle that show it's been tested by a third party for purity. Second, try to choose products that are GMP certified. That's basically a stamp of approval that means they're made in a high-quality facility. And most important of all, always talk to your doctor or a healthcare provider, especially if you're already taking other medications. So all of this brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, figuring out what actually works for you.
Because when it comes to sleep, there's no magic one-size-fits-all solution.
It really all comes down to matching the aid to the actual issue. Think about it. If your body clock is all messed up from a long flight, melatonin makes perfect sense. But if you're lying awake because you're stressed out and your muscles are tense, then something like magnesium might be a much better fit.
At the end of the day, finding the right sleep aid is a personal journey. It might take a little bit of trial and error, and you should always approach it thoughtfully. Your overall health, your daily habits, your stress levels, all of this stuff plays a huge role in what's going to work for you.
So as we wrap this up, let's pull all these different threads together into one clear takeaway. Because really, all of this, from timing hormones to calming herbs to checking for certifications, it's all in service of one simple, universal goal: getting a good night's sleep. So now you've got the lay of the land. You know the options, you know the risks, and you know how important it is to find what works for you. The power is really in your hands. So the question is, what's your first step going to be? Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for watching Scenario. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. For personalized mental wellness supplements, visit scenario.com. See you in the next one.